just help people get better at what they do, right? Having a positive outlook on everything, knowing that we live in a world of abundance, and being accountable and setting up processes and systems and all the things that are required to run a business, whether you're any business. Yeah, right. It transcends real estate. I mean, any business you do, you've got to have all those things, right?
Big it up, big it up. Yep.
Welcome to Let's Talk Real with Mel. We are here with Darcy Miller of the Castillo Real Estate in St. Augustine.
That's correct. Yeah, St. Augustine, Florida.
St. Augustine, Florida. And I've been in St. Augustine one time. Yeah. Where's the name come from?
Well, I don't know where St. Augustine. You mean my name of my company?
The name of the company?
Yeah, the name of the company, Castillo Real Estate. So in St. Augustine, there's a fort called Castillo de San Marcos. So we played on that and called ourselves Castillo Real Estate. But also, Castillo means castle in Spanish. So, every man's home is his castle, right? So what better way to, promote real estate than promote castles?
Right. And that's awesome that how the name you showed me. And then you said in the logo actually has the house in the logo.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we have a really good graphic designer, and she's got an incredible mind for this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's really cool.
All right. And people may not know this, and some of you may, but you're called the fixer, or the the rescue, real estate rescue.
Real estate rescue.
We'll call it real estate rescue. You've turned around like not one like LeBron, not two, not three,
I've been very blessed to, be given some gifts and abilities that I'm able to share, and been given opportunities to, really work with people to help them, right? And in the process, they help me, right? It's a collaboration, It's a give and take, and and I've had the opportunity to develop relationships over the years that, have really been a blessing to, just help people get better at what they do, right? Having a positive outlook on everything, knowing that we live in a world of abundance, and being accountable and setting up processes and systems and all the things that are required to run a business, whether
any business.
Any business. Yeah, right. It transcends real estate. I mean, any business you do, you've got to have all those things, right?
Right.
And so, I just always kind of, fell into it and just had a passion for it, passion for serving, passion for helping. And, and you can't lead unless you serve.
Right.
And so to me, it was a natural thing for me to do.
Pretty cool. So how long have you been in real estate?
Gosh, almost about 20 years now. 2003, I got my license, and here we are, 2023.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. Time's flying.
Oh my God.
My dad used to say that you'll look up and your kids will be grown. So
they are.
And then that's it. And they're like, yeah, I guess he's right again.
Yeah. No kidding. So I've got 2 grandkids now.
Really?
Nuts.
Wow. Congratulations.
So yeah.
So what made you get in? Well, what did you do before real estate?
So my whole background has been in sales. Sales leadership, sales management. Major accounts, helping sales teams grow and be productive and, profitable and those kind of things. So that's been my whole career. And my wife got her license 5 years before I did, and she's a really awesome realtor.
Okay.
Right. And I was missing a lot of the kids' events. I'd be in an airport getting an update on a swim meet or something. And, my wife would be, yeah, Haley's moving. Haley's good. Yeah, she won. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. And here I am. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the airport, And, so, we talked and prayed about it, and, felt like it was better for me not to be traveling and get involved in the kids, development in their sports, at least to be his dad, and be there for them. And, so I left the corporate world and joined my wife, and we started a team. Yeah, and then we bought a brokerage, and off we went. So yeah, we've had ups and downs. I mean, real estate's been crazy the last 20 years, right? Yeah. But market does not define your success, though, right?
That's true. Yeah, if you're they're going to be good market, bad market,
always
middle market. But if you have systems and process in place, then you're going to be able to create predictable income.
Oh, no question, and the ability to adapt, right? The things we said in 2005 when it was a buyer's market, it was crazy. We're just taking orders, right?
Right.
And the things we said in 2008, 2009, 2010 were different. The messaging is totally different. You just have to be willing to do it. Now, you might have to work harder for less money, but you still made it work.
Right.
And like you said, exactly right. Getting the processes and systems in place. And, the results you have are directly attributable, positive or negative, to the
the work that
processes
you
and
do.
systems you have in place, right?
Yeah.
So that's really important to understand.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, that's good. And I'll just share
Yeah.
the mics are directional, so we're good on the sound.
okay,
Like, so all the people will come, people will talk.
yeah, okay,
But
yeah,
we're good.
okay,
Because Nigel's, that's what we upgraded to these. We used to use a different mic, but we're very pleased.
oh, that's
with these
cool.
Rode
That's cool. Road mics, okay, cool.
Yeah. So, and the breeze feels good that the doors are open. The breeze going out.
Yeah, really.
But all right. So, all right, and I know. So, like I said, that you've been able to take your skill set, apply it to real estate, and help your business and other businesses. So, you said you got licensed, I guess, 20 years ago, and then you guys bought a national franchise brand.
Yeah.
The next year, or almost immediately.
2 years later. Yeah,
2
2 years later, 2005. Well, actually, it was late 2004, and we were actually the first Weichert franchise in Jacksonville.
Okay.
And we grew that to 2 offices and 80 agents.
Okay. From zero.
From zero. Yeah.
And you okay.
Yeah, from zero.
All right. And then what you do from there? I mean, the market 2004. We're approaching some tricky times. So how did you transition out of that? What happened with that office?
Yeah, we were, if any good business owner should be aware of what's going on in the economy, in the market, trends that are happening, and be able to speculate on the future by making educated decisions, right? And about 2006, we saw, when we had stated asset, stated income loans, when somebody making $8 an hour could get 125% loan to value on a $400,000 home, we knew, investors were buying stuff up sight unseen, and they weren't getting rented, and we saw it coming, and so. We tried to be responsible and everything else. And we had some other things going on, with a partner that didn't go so well. And so
Partnerships are tough.
Yeah, it was tough. And so we divested and sold in 2008 to Coldwell Banker.
Okay.
And we became executives with them. And they had 9 offices. And our job there was, my wife became a managing broker of one of the offices. And my job was to get all of the offices on the same set of processes, systems.
But 9 different.
Yeah,
But 9 different systems. 9.
Oh yeah, it was a mess.
Okay.
It was an absolute mess. It'd be like if you had, I don't know, 9 different McDonald's.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I was thinking.
One serving pizza, one serving
Right.
tacos. You got one that's serving Big Macs. Hey, we got all these serving the same thing,
Okay.
right? And so
Pick a food item.
exactly, right? And so we had to all get on the same sheet of music, right?
Okay.
So my job was to really get everybody, so like I said, singing from the same sheet of music, and all the processes, systems, everybody utilizing them. And that was tough because a lot of people were used to doing it their way,
Everyone.
So to get buy-in and to get collaboration and the willingness to, make things more streamlined and at the end of the day, more productive, right? And get the agent count up. We had 9 offices and only 150 agents. So it was tough. So we got the agent count up in 2 years to about 270, give or
Okay.
take. Yeah, somewhere in that range. And so once that happened, we were able to sell Coldwell Banker as well. It was set up to sell. So we did that. And then I
So
started
you got like the Midas touch.
I think it's just, whatever. I mean, that's I think a little strong. I think there's just things you do that work, and I didn't invent them, right? I just go to work every day and I do what works. When Tom Ferry talks about rip off and duplicate, that's what I do. I didn't invent anything. I just know what works and I do it.
Right.
I don't try to, yeah. And, and then people think you're like this, ooh, and it's not. Just go to work,
Right.
and do what works,
Work. So this is you've now completed 2 one single office sale, and then now I'd say probably even like a regional sale kind of with.
Yeah.
And then what's next for you?
Became a consultant.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually got out of real estate for a couple of years, did some IT consulting, and but then an opportunity came back as the market started to come back a little bit. I took over a Remax franchise.
Okay.
They were bleeding. They had 2 offices and only 15 agents, and were really bleeding money. And so we went in and put processes and systems in place, and put training and coaching in for the agents, and got them productive, raised the rate of retention, and the existing agents raised their production. In addition, we recruited several more agents. Did that for about 3 years, and then my work there was done, and then I went back and started my consulting again. And
Okay. So almost similar to what you did at Caldwell. With
yeah,
the
pretty much. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, really similar. Really similar. And so then left the Remax and started consulting again. Had several clients from Brunswick, Georgia, down to Orlando, and working with broker owners and managers, and trying to get them to streamline their systems, right? Put processes and systems in place, right?
Okay.
Duplicable processes and systems, and then offering the opportunity to put together training programs for their agents on a collective level, and then if the agents wanted it, one-on-one coaching to put that training to work for them, right?
Right.
And so that was my gig for about 3 years, and about 2 years, and then one of my clients said, "Hey, we want to partner with you." And I said, "Oh, that sounds intriguing."
Okay. Tell me more.
Yeah, and I think I'm kind of an artist at heart. I love taking nothing and molding it into something.
Mm-hmm.
And so the opportunity to go in there and grow a business again was just too much for me to resist.
You like the challenge.
Yeah, I love. I'm competitive as heck, right? And I do like a challenge. I like when people say, "Oh, this can't be done," and do it. And I think we have a room full of people like that, right? I mean, you hear the testimonies of these people here; they're just amazing. And so I think a certain degree, I'm like that, right? Can't do it? Watch this.
Right? Let me show you.
Hold my beer,
Right.
kind of thing. And so that's been really, really fun. So we grew that business up. I became a partner in the business, and then
And that was a traditional real estate brokerage.
yes, yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. We were set up a little differently. We had this new idea where we had more of a concentrated leadership, and what I mean by that is most brokerages, they have a broker.
Right.
That's and no offense to anybody, this is just reality. A lot of brokerages have brokers that are agents that need a paycheck, and and they're good agents, not fantastic agents, but just somebody that wants a paycheck and that maybe can lead, right?
Right.
And that's fair. Okay.
That's the majority.
Yeah.
Hip-hop brokers.
Yeah,
Majority
and
of
there's
brokers.
nothing wrong with that. I don't want to diminish that or demean that in any way, because that's not my intention. That broker is usually good at like maybe one or two things, right? At leading people. So what we did is we thought the idea of, in like some of the big box companies, for instance, for technology, you got to call an 800 number or something like that, or you have to purchase your own and you outsource it. Right. And we came up with the idea, well, what if we invested in our leadership? Could we attract top agents, top teams, and grow internally because our agents have access to those subject matter experts? So what we did is we hired one of the top brokers in the area. We utilized my skills for training and coaching. We had an IT professional, a technology expert, and a marketing expert. So we covered all of the bases with right there, accessible people for this.
To be the one-stop person show.
Right, exactly. So
everything. Yeah.
So when an agent called and said, "I need help with, I don't know, social media," we had somebody in-house that was an expert at that can help them right then, right there. They didn't have to go watch YouTube videos. And they could if they wanted to, right? But they had access to subject matter experts to, assist them in making their businesses profitable. Right. And so, man, it really worked. It was really, really strong. We recruited like crazy and recruited productive people. I don't know what your brokerage is like as far as, percentages of top heavy or whatever, but most brokerages are very top heavy in their production, and most of the agents produce very little, if
That's
anything.
nationwide.
Right. That's
Nationwide.
normal, right?
Yep.
Again, nothing wrong with that. 80% of our agents were producing, 2.5 to 3 million or more.
That's pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
In Jacksonville, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we're not a luxury, area, at least what we serviced. Right. So we had production, we had income, we had revenue, where agents were making money. They were happy. We created a culture of family, of community, of, giving, of charity, of, those kind of things. And fantastic culture. A lot of work. So it worked. And then we decided to kind of branch off and try a new concept.
That's right. You're a builder.
Yeah.
So you gotta, once you've built something up, you want to find. We need something else to tinker with. A new toy. So now, so tell us about this. And then that's what spawned Castillo Real Estate.
That's right. Yeah. So we moved on and started Castillo Real Estate last summer, and we've been at this about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months, give or take. And we've done really well. We've been very, very pleased, even in this shift that's going on. We've been able to, we have about 35 agents, and we're very team-centric. So it's really great for me because I can teach team leaders how to lead, how to set up their processes, their businesses, and stuff like that. And then they can mentor and coach their team leads. So it streamlines my bandwidth in a big way, right? And gives our team leads the ability to develop as leaders and as business owners. So really, really excited and proud of the way they've come through in the last stepped up. Yeah,
they've got a great leadership.
Well, again, I think I'm a product of the people that have helped me along the way, and and I just like to give back and help other people. So, and we brought 13 people here. So
that's awesome. Yeah, to get everyone on the same page and come as a group.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know you've had success after success after success after.
Well, that's failures.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. Share a time when for those that are watching, that when maybe it didn't come as easy as you thought, or a time where maybe you thought that you weren't gonna pull through and you were gonna quit, and maybe just this wasn't worth it.
Yeah,
share a story.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Sometimes I get emotional about it because it's pretty strong. Well, back when the housing crisis hit, about 2008, I told you guys how we sold Coldwell Banker. Well, it was either sell or die. I mean, literally. Maybe not literally, but financially, spiritually, we were done because I told you we had a partner issue, right? Well, the partner basically took all our money and left us broke. And my wife and I had a decision to make. And it was either honor the families, the 80 families that worked for us, right? Or just shut down shop. Well, we decided to honor those things and go to work. But in doing so, we lost our savings, our life savings. We had to sell a really nice house, just things.
Yeah.
We had it's just stuff. We can get the stuff back, right? Yeah. Not a big deal. But, when you've got 2 kids that are 13 and 15 at the time, and we had to take them out of private school, and first world problems, I know. But,
but they're tough. They're tough.
But they're yes, that go forward. And our credit got so bad because we lost everything. We had to pay off a lot of things, right? That, we had to borrow money to rent a house for a year, up front.
Yeah.
Because nobody would rent to us, right? Just all those kind of things. But we still had skills. We still had our faith. We still had mentors and people that loved us that, that we could lean on for counsel and pull us through.
Yeah.
And we did. Nothing's ever easy. You're not guaranteed anything. If you don't get up every day and go to work, you're going to fail. And we just decided to get up every day and go to work. Not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy at all. It can be depressing. It can be frustrating. It can be exhausting. But when you come through on the other side, just that little ray of light that you see each and every day, it pumps you up, man. It gets you back going. You can see, all right, hey, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. But that's a low point, bankruptcy, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, and I think that's an important message for the viewers, because everyone they always see the finished product, and a lot of times those 3 a.m. road work, say for a boxer or a fighter, everyone sleep when a fighter is running at 3 a.m, 10 miles or whatever, 15 miles. No one sees that. They just see the fin. Oh, it's so easy to them. It's just so easy. And because you've had those successes in business, I'm sure a lot of people look at you and just say, oh, you get lucky. Yeah. Right place at the right time. But they don't see that struggle. And probably you didn't share, that this is what's happening. I'm here. I've got my game face on. I'm smiling. I'm motivating. But, I'm going back to my rented house because I'm trying to make this work and protect everyone involved.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. And that comes from my faith. The fact that, I can't make you work if I can't make me work. You think about the airplane example. Who do they tell to put the masks on first? Put it on yourself first, because you can't help somebody else if you can't breathe. Right. So if I don't make myself better, I can't help somebody else. And if I can't help somebody else, I can't get better, right? It's a relationship that has to exist.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wake up every day looking for those opportunities to help and to serve. And some days it's harder than others. Other days it's easy and just amazing, right? It's life. We're humans.
Yeah. No, this is a great testimony to perseverance and sharing, and thank you for sharing your struggle.
Yeah.
I got a quote of the day. Let me see. All right, we got a quote of the day.
All right.
Organize around business functions, not people. Build systems within each business function. Let systems run the business and people run the systems. People come and go, but the systems remain constant. Michael Gerber, email.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's so profound. Like you said, systems come and go. You can plug people into anything. And that's an amazing thing, right? People can do anything. They can learn anything. You and I, we're older, right? I mean, we both got some gray hair. We're going on and stuff, right? If we wanted to, we could go back to school, med school. We could become doctors. We could.
Right.
We're capable of it.
Yeah.
Anybody is capable of anything, right? If you put your mind to it, you put your heart to it, and you go to work.
Yeah.
So, for everybody out there, have those systems in place. You can plug in and be anything you want to be. Right. That's the message, right? You cannot fail if you put processes and systems in place that work. End of story.
Yeah. And don't quit.
And never quit.
Keep going.
No, that's a great message too, because everything works if you're consistent and you persevere. Nothing has ever failed. So from a real estate standpoint, if you're doing open houses, for instance, you might have one or two open houses that suck. Nobody showed up. Well, the work you did to do that open house, your door knocking, your phone calls.
You must not have done it.
You must not. Well, not only that, but if you're doing everything in your system for the open house, you're going to get leads if nobody shows up at that open house. But here's the thing. If you might not do a good open house, have a good open house this week. You might not have one next week, but then the following week, 10 people show up. And oh my gosh, now I've got a chance to shine.
Yeah.
Right? How are you going to convert? Give everything a year, right? Get in there and do it consistently and get better and better and better at it. Don't blame the market. Don't blame the weather. Don't blame anything. You overcome it. Nothing defines your success other than your hard work, your organization, your commitment to getting better at your skills and your craft.
Yeah.
Nothing else defines your success better than that.
That's it. The results.
That's it.
Yeah.
End of story.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So let me ask you, Darcy, if someone wanted to, join your growing team, maybe get some coaching and consulting from you as well.
Absolutely.
Or even buy a house or sell a house with one of your team members, someone in your brokerage, how would they reach you guys?
Yeah, you know what? Reach out to me personally, and I will personally reach back out to you, I promise you, and plug you into the right fit within the organization. Reach out to me at Darcy, D-A-R-C-Y, at Castillo, F-L, that's CASTILLOFL.com. And my phone number is 904-891-6573. I hope to hear from you, man. Love to work with you.
Awesome. We'll definitely reach out to Darcy if you're in the St. Augustine area and looking to grow your business, or like I said, or in any part of the country if you're looking for maybe a little bit of consulting.
Absolutely.
Help with your systems and process.
Zoom's an amazing thing.
That's right. We appreciate it.
Yeah, brother. Appreciate it.